Hi, welcome to Christiansen Wealth Management. I'm Michael Christiansen. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this introductory video. I would like to share a little bit about myself with you, a little bit about my family, and how I came to create Christiansen Wealth Management. I became a financial advisor in 1999. I worked at the Merrill Lynch Private Client Group when I started. Before that, though, I was an engineer at Boeing's Rocketdyne division in Los Angeles, California. And at Rocketdyne, I had the privilege of building rocket engines for the Atlas and Delta launch vehicles, and got to see our efforts put some pretty impressive things into space. One of the things that went up on one of our rockets was the Mars Pathfinder rover. It was an interesting experience to be on that program. I realized after 3 years at Boeing that my desire was more in the area of finance, investing, and economics. I just didn't realize that it would be a profession. In the summer of '99, I was advised to talk to the Merrill Lynch Private Client Group in downtown Seattle. So I did just that. And by September of '99, I was employed at that Merrill Lynch Private Client Group office in Seattle. I was there for a few months doing the training, and then I became a licensed financial advisor February of 2000, which had its, had some of its drawbacks, because a month later the technology bubble, also known as the dot-com bubble, peaked and the stock market dropped for 3 years in a row. And in the middle of all of that, we had 9/11. So that was quite a experience to come out of the gates running, and stock market goes down for 3 years in a row, and we have all of that other chaos that goes with it. So Merrill Lynch was an interesting experience. I'm just glad that I was kind of new in the industry at that time, so I could watch from afar. One of the best lessons it taught me was that the stock market can go up for 6 years, but it can go down twice as fast, and it did just that. So in 2003, I decided I wanted to focus more on helping my community, and the company that I believed could help me do that was Edward Jones Investments. So I went and joined Edward Jones in July of 2003. I went out for 5.5 years and knocked on doors in my Seattle neighborhood and talked to 4,000 people door to door, one at a time, and asked, could I help them with their financial needs and their goals and investments. Going and doing that was a humbling experience, but by genuinely wanting to help my community, I found that people wanted to be helped. When my second child was born, my daughter Anna, we decided Seattle wasn't for us. We wanted to leave the city and be close to family and somewhere more rural. So we picked the Loveland, Colorado area. Didn't realize that the stock market would be in free fall at the same time as our move. The market really started to drop in October of '08. And when I got to Colorado, I realized I had to do the exact same thing. I just would go right out and meet my community and offer to help. So I knocked on another 4,000 doors in Loveland and Fort Collins. I realized that no large investment company tends to ring the bell at the top of the stock market. So from 2009 to 2014, it just was constantly in my mind that when the next recession or bear market arrived in the stock market, that I had to be able to do something different for my community and for my clients. And in the fall of 2014, I realized I had to leave Edward Jones after 12 years and go independent. So I created Christiansen Wealth Management in January of 2015, and for the last several years, I have been helping people navigate both the up markets and the down markets, and I'm very excited to say that for the first time in my career, going all the way back to 1999 and through 2 stock market crashes, that I am better prepared, more aware of the risks that lie in overvalued stock markets than ever before. And I actually have tools in my toolbox for my investment clients that can help them navigate both those up years in the market and the down. So I'm going to do my best for the next 20 to 25 years and help my clients and my community, and hopefully you, get through it successfully. Because if you do the numbers, if a stock market crash or decline, bear market, whatever you want to call it, happens every 10 years, and it takes about 2 years to go down from the top to the bottom of that bear market, and 3 years to get back to break even, that's 5 years out of every 10 years that an investor spends going nowhere. And if the typical investor starts investing at 35 years old and they invest until they're 65, that's 30 years of investment time. Well, if half of every 10-year period is spent just going down and then getting back to break even, that means 15 years out of the 30 years that we're all essentially given to invest in our lives are spent going nowhere. That is not a very successful use of your investment time. In fact, it may prevent you from meeting many of your financial goals. So that is why I am here. I really want to help you navigate those bear markets so you can utilize them to your financial advantage and buy investments cheap when they happen. The only way to do that is to try and put some cash on the sidelines or some hay in the barn at the top. Nobody says you have to remain invested at all times. There's more that I can tell you about that when we get together. So let me take and move on to my family. I'd like to introduce you to them real quick. My wife, Carrie, and I have been married since 2004. We have 2 kids. Owen is the engineer, and he likes to look at stock market charts, and who knows, maybe I even have an intern for Christiansen Wealth Management in my future. I don't know. Anna likes, she's analytical too, but she is definitely the artist. She is almost constantly working on some sort of art project nonstop when she has free time. We send her to an art school to practice with adults once a week, and I look forward to seeing who she grows up to. And then we have Lizzie. Here's a picture of Lizzie. Lizzie is our Siberian Husky Golden Retriever mix, and she is the best dog I could ever hope to have. She and I go out every day, and I made it a pact to take my camera with me and look for one beautiful thing every day when I walk the dog. And if you go to my Facebook page, you will see a lot of the photographs that I come home with. She's helped me refine that talent, and I'm really finding that photography is something that I enjoy. It helps bring peace to my day, helps me find peace in the morning. It's a beautiful hobby, and one of the best things to clear my mind to get ready for the workday. And as far as other things, we like to ski. We have a travel trailer. I like to take camping. We got a Jeep Wrangler, so we go do some jeeping. And we're just thankful to be living in Colorado. It's a beautiful place, and I sure hope to have an opportunity to meet you. If you want to give me a call and we can get together and have a cup of coffee or lunch or something, just find my contact info on my website, and in the summary description of this YouTube video, you will also find links to the Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and website for Christiansen Wealth Management. So again, I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope to meet you soon as well. Have a great day, and thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.